know if I am live yet. Let's see. Hello. Am I live? I think I'm live. Yeah, I am live. Hey, welcome to today's live practice. My name is Lynn, and I am a trauma-informed breathwork guide. And today I'm going to share a practice that can help you to reprogram your mind. Last week, we spoke about awareness and how important it is to be aware of our thoughts. Now, today, we're going to take that awareness and we're going to go a step further. And we're going to we're going to take all those thoughts that have been holding us back one at a time. We don't have to work on all of them at the same time because otherwise it becomes too overwhelming and then we just give up. So we're going to start with one belief. Take one of those beliefs that have been holding you back in some way, and we're going to turn it around to something positive and in the now. And if you can't think of a belief right now, you can just use a belief, an affirmation from the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. As I told you last week, we've been working on moving through that book and breathing each week to um, a new practice with the subject of whatever that chapter is about. So, oh, you know what? I wanted to tell you a little about myself, um, how I discovered breath work. Now, I trained for a year with IIN, and that's a health and wellness coaching um, school. And I came out of that training and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I had a lot of knowledge in my head, but I didn't know what to do with the knowledge. So I went and got another certification after that. And then I went deeper into another health and wellness training, and I spent like another 6 months training to to take a 4 hour intense test to become a board certified health and wellness coach. And at this point, I still didn't believe in myself. So I kept taking more and more trainings. I took a Reiki training. I joined a collective, all these things, and none of these things seemed to help me believe in myself. So finally, I discovered breath work. And the first time I tried breath work, I hated it. But because I felt horrible the entire day afterwards, but I could feel how powerful the breath it was. So I tried it a few more times with the same person, and I still just it didn't feel good in my system, but I could feel how powerful it was. Now, the reason it was so hard on my system is because I've been through a lot of trauma in my life, a lot. And this breath work that I was doing was not trauma informed. So I immediately just looked for a school. I decided, you know what, this breath is powerful. I have to find a way to continue with this training, even if it's making me feel horrible. And then I discovered trauma informed breath work. And that's the type of breath work that I trained in. I trained with Pause Breath Work with Samantha Skelly, an absolutely amazing program. And I completely let the health and wellness coaching go. And now I just do breath work. I ended up getting my Reiki master training and I integrate Reiki into the breath work. And I began a membership where we meet once a week and I share a breathwork practice. So that's how I discovered breathwork. But I have found that my nervous system is so much more regulated. I am most likely on the autism spectrum, uh, which, if you knew my history as a child, you know for sure. Yes, she's definitely on the autism spectrum. I haven't been tested officially, but I have taken some tests online and I've shown that I was on the autism spectrum. And I feel like the breath work has really helped to level out my nervous system a lot and to let me release and integrate a lot of the traumas that I've been through. And I still have trouble keeping my thoughts straight when I'm trying to speak like this. So, but that is a little bit about me. I went much longer than I meant to on that. So, yeah, so now I share breath work with others and I absolutely love it. It's been 4 or 5 years, I think about 4 years now. And I totally lost my train of thought. But okay, let's move on from that. So, where were we? We were on the affirmations. So, one that Louise Hay uses is I approve of myself. And I like this one for the start because it's so simple. And sometimes when we use affirmations, we'll we'll say our affirmation aloud or in our head, and there's little parts that like pop up and you can feel the little contractions in your body because they don't believe it. And so I think this I approve of myself is something that's kind of a gentle way to introduce your little hearts within, all those little children that you hold inside. Uh, It's a way to gently let them begin to feel better about themselves. So maybe take one of those thoughts that you notice, one of those overwhelming thoughts that has been holding you back, and go ahead and create a positive in the present affirmation. So, for example, if one of your overwhelming thoughts is, oh, I'm so stupid. I always forget to to put my laundry in the dryer. Because we've all done that, right? Put our laundry in the washer and forgot to put it in the dryer. So you could change that around to something like, I always remember to put my laundry in the dryer. Or if you don't believe that, you could say, I each day I get better and better at remembering to put my laundry in the dryer. So you want to keep it in the positive and you want to keep it like it's happening now. So once you have your positive self-belief, and I so want to just stop this and restart because I feel like I've been blabbing, but I am not going to do that. I am just going to keep on going. I am new to this. I've only been doing it for a few months, a couple months now, and I am still figuring things out. Right. Keep getting better and better and better. See, that is the way I could turn that. Easily go into a spiral like, but no, we turned it around and made it into something positive. I am getting better and better and better each time I do this in some way. Each time I get better. So now that you have your positive affirmation, go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable position. Now, if you are driving or in water, or if you have any kind of serious illness, you are pregnant, you do want to consult with your doctor before practicing breath work. This is going to be a very gentle practice. We're only going to breathe for a few minutes. However, it's always best to check and make sure. So we're going to use a breath where we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when we breathe in, we're going to breathe all, I don't know why I started up here. Oh my gosh. So sorry about okay, someone's at my door. Um, Normally, when I am on a Zoom call, I can just stop this, but we are just going to have to deal with it right now because we are live. And maybe I'll just see who's at my door. And so this breath is, yeah, I don't know why I started like all the way up here with that. Please excuse me for a moment. I am going to see who is at the door. I guess this is what happens during a live. Um, I don't know who that is. There's a man out there for something. Okay, so let's get back to the breath. I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. Um, so yeah, here I go again, pointing right here. So, but actually, you know what? They do say that when we breathe, we're actually using muscles all the way from our eyes, all the way down to our pelvic floor. So maybe that is accurate for me to point to my eyebrows. So you're going to take this is very distracting. We're going to take the breath, breathing in through the nose, and bring the breath all the way down to the pelvic floor. It may be helpful to take your hands and place them at the base of your belly. That way you can feel that the belly is expanding before the chest. So let's go ahead and try that together. Breathing in through the nose, feeling the belly soften and expand, kind of like a balloon. Now you're just going to open the mouth and you're going to blow out as if you're blowing birthday candles. Breathing in, feeling the belly expand, blowing out. Now, there is no pause between the inhale and the exhale. This is a circular breath. So it looks something like this. So now that you have the breath, get yourself into a comfortable position where you are securely supported. You do not want to be sitting somewhere where you could tip over for two reasons. First, you may fall. When you breathe like this, you may become a little lightheaded and you may tip over and fall. And the other thing is, even if you don't fall, your body is like, each time your body wobbles, it's giving you this feeling of being unsafe. And we want to feel safe and comfortable as we breathe. We will breathe for about 2, 3 minutes. And as you move through this practice, though, just keep repeating in your mind as you breathe in, as you breathe out, keep repeating your affirmation and allowing any thoughts that may arise around this affirmation just to be there. Don't try to push them away like, oh no, that's not true or whatever. Just let them be there. Let them be there floating around and just continue to focus on that affirmation. Continue to focus on that new, beautiful belief. So if as get yourself into that nice, comfy position, blinking the eyes closed or gently gazing at something in your space. Let's begin with a deep cleansing breath. And this is a breath where we just breathe in through the nose and then we sigh the breath out with any sounds that wish to release. Breathing in, letting go, allowing the body to be here in this moment. Maybe taking all of those things that happened prior to this and everything that will happen after this, and placing it in a box to come back to later. Feeling the body soften, feeling the body settle, noticing the sensations of the body at the points of contact with the surface below you. Maybe allowing the body to settle into this surface just a little bit more. Now beginning to notice, without changing it in any way, just noticing your breath. Now bringing that affirmation into your mind. Feeling the body settle deeper and deeper into the surface below you. So sorry about that abrupt music there. Now let's gently begin to move into the breath, breathing in through the nose, down into the belly, feeling the belly expand like a balloon. Blowing the breath out as if you were blowing out a birthday candle. Each time you breathe in, seeing or hearing that affirmation within the mind. Each time you exhale, feeling that affirmation travel through your bloodstream, integrating itself into each and every cell within. Keeping the breath flowing, breathing into that beautiful self-belief. Exhaling, feeling that beautiful new belief traveling through your blood cells, rebuilding, renewing, transforming. Feeling the magic of this new belief. Rewiring your nervous system. If your mind has wandered, bringing it back to that wonderful new belief. Each time you breathe in that belief, each time you exhale, that belief grows stronger and stronger within. Beautiful, keeping the breath flowing. We're almost there. A few more breaths here. Maybe making these your biggest breaths yet. Really breathing into that new belief. As you exhale, feeling the power of that belief as it travels throughout your entire being. Now exhaling, breathing in deeply, breathing into that belief. Pausing at the top with full lungs, just holding on to that belief. Now breathing out, emptying the lungs. Just pausing here for just a few seconds with empty lungs. Now gently returning to your natural breath. And just allowing yourself to be here. Allowing yourself to feel the power of your beautiful new self-belief. Placing a hand on the heart or giving yourself a hug. Just feeling how it feels to be in this new belief. Now taking in a big, deep breath, sighing it out. Now repeating your affirmation to yourself aloud, followed by I approve of myself. I love myself. And gently blinking open the eyes and slowly returning to your space. This might be a good time for journaling around any thoughts or feelings that may have come up as you breathed on that affirmation. And uh, sometimes we have to go a little deeper. We need a longer, deeper practice. And if that's something that might interest you, um, I have a 10-minute free practice that's available below. Just there are no dogs barking it, and there are no doorbells ringing. That one is pre-recorded, so I could do a redo if anything went wrong. But it's a beautiful practice. It's very calming, and I also do offer private sessions, and I have a group membership, like I mentioned. At the moment, it is only for women, but guys, I do private sessions too. So go ahead and check out the link below to learn more. And I do apologize. This today was just the dogs were barking, the doorbell, my going off in different directions. It's kind of been a little, this has been a long video, and I will probably have to cut it up a little once it's done processing. I do have a live workshop coming up in a couple weeks. It is on Earth Day, and that is online. So hopefully you can join me for that. And I will see you next week. Hopefully next week goes a little smoother than this week did. I hope you have an amazing week. See you. Oh, and by the way, you are awesome.